Hello, everyone, and welcome back to touchethepodcast. My name is David, and I'm here with my wonderful co-host, Tally.
Hi, David. Michelin guide and rating system is coming to Dallas in late 2024.
Wait, no way.
Did you know that?
Fun fact, I actually told Tally this, everyone.
Yes.
I'm glad we're finally talking about this, though.
What better episode than 60 to talk about such a great Dallas event?
So true. I'm actually really excited. I feel like there's a lot of... Has it not come to Dallas because Michelin didn't believe that there was worthy enough restaurants? Or, like, how do you get something to come to the city, or do you not know?
I have a jam-packed segment for you, David.
Okay.
We're going to talk about the history of the Michelin Guide.
Perfect.
We're going to talk about what you need as a restaurant to get a Michelin star.
Okay, perfect.
We're going to talk about different parts of the rating system.
Perfect.
So many lovely things.
Okay, so I'll just, like, strap in.
Yes.
You educate me.
Buckle in, baby.
I'm here to consume some Michelin education, some Emmy.
As you should be. So, the first Michelin ceremony will happen in 2024.
Ceremony?
Yeah.
That means, like, we're, like, awarding a restaurant a Michelin star.
Correct.
Okay.
And Michelin inspectors are already out there in the field eating, trying restaurants. So if you are a restaurant listening to this, make sure you're staying like really on top of your game right now, because you might have some inspectors who are at your spots.
Dude, how do you get that job?
I need it. I need
that
that job.
You would thrive at that.
That would be my dream job.
Yeah.
But in like a big part of this, you know, they've already mentioned that barbecue is going to be a big focus with this Michelin rating system. So I'm very intrigued on what happens here.
Okay, interesting.
But do you know where it originated from? I found it to be very interesting.
It's probably somewhere random, like Omaha or something.
So,
it's the same thing as the tires, yeah?
Nice. You're good. You're good, kid.
Oh yeah.
The Michelin Guide began as part of this. The Michelin Guide began as part of the tire company in Central France in the late 1800s. So not exactly like Omaha, Nebraska,
but like close.
But very, very close. Yeah. So this guide initially contained information about how to care for your car during simple roadside mishaps, where to find gas stations, and also suggestions on where to eat and stay overnight while you're driving. So,
oh, interesting.
It started right there, food suggestions. So,
I did not know that Michelin was a French company.
I know. Well,
Michelin?
I mean, a lot of foundation of like really, really good cooking originated in France, so it actually makes sense. But in the 1920s, the guide began categorizing restaurants and sending secret diners to evaluate them, which eventually led to this Michelin star rating system. In 1936, they added the 1, 2, and 3 star rating system. So they introduced that. So 1 star means a very good restaurant in its category. 2 stars, excellent cookie.
Wait, dope. I want to go to the excellent cookie restaurant. 2 stars means they serve cookies for dessert here. Dope.
2 stars, excellent cooking, worth a detour. 3 stars, exceptional cuisine, worth a special journey. Okay. So, like, for example, flying to Napa to go to the French Laundry to eat at Thomas Keller's restaurant. Right. Or eating at a spot in New York, which is also a 3-star per se. So there's like, you know, making a special trip to do one of these experiences.
Yes.
So in today's world, the Michelin Guide rates over 30,000 establishments in 30 different territories. Yes. New York, LA, Tokyo, Paris, Chicago, and now yours truly, baby.
Oh, that's exciting. That's Dallas, so exciting
Texas.
For Dallas.
It's huge, which I've heard the stat over the years that like Dallas has the most restaurants per capita.
Interesting, I believe that.
So you would think that this would have happened sooner. Yes. But maybe Dallas wasn't as like posh or as, you know, metropolitan of a city until recently. I don't know. I mean, we're blowing up lately.
I mean, I definitely have felt via the restaurants that have come here and the new apartment buildings that they're putting up in Dallas that they're definitely trying to change Dallas to be more of like a LA, Chicago, New York vibe.
Definitely. I feel like, I don't know how long it's going to take.
Dude, there's a giant. I think that's all that. Whoever lives above me is like fat as fuck. Like,
no, that's how my apartment is. I've actually had to complain. It's so bad.
It's like, okay, take lighter steps. Anyway, yeah, I think it will take a little while, but I think Dallas getting the Michelin stars is like the first step.
Definitely. So I think this is interesting because I guess I'm going to ask you, what do you like when you think about how you get a Michelin rating? What do you think they're looking at?
I always think about, so I'm like very naive when it comes to Michelin star rating. I actually like was about to ask you this. I don't know if I've ever been to a Michelin star restaurant. Maybe I have. I might have, and I just don't know.
I mean, I haven't been to one.
I don't think I have.
Because like you would have to make a special journey to go to one because we don't have them here.
Right, so. Exactly. I always think about like first exclusivity. I'm assuming that there is a certain type of food or dish that I can get there and only there.
Interesting.
Because if I can get it at a number of other restaurants, like I know that it's supposed to do it the best, but like innovators around cuisine.
I think that you're spot on with that.
Okay, perfect.
POV. Michelin stars are awarded solely for the food.
Okay.
So they're not awarded for service and they're not awarded for decor, architecture, anything like that.
Interesting.
Which I actually think is like kind of a common misconception. I think people think that it's this collective experience, but it's almost unfair to judge someone because you can get a Michelin star no matter what your price point is on your food.
Interesting.
So if you're like a little walk-up ramen shop that's a Michelin star,
yeah, like
your service and your decor is not going to compare remotely to a Thomas Keller restaurant in New York City.
Also, like the vibes should be different.
Completely. So awarded for food, not service, or decor, and can go to any restaurant at any price point. So according to the guide, the criteria considered is the quality of the ingredients, the harmony of the flavors, the mastery of techniques, the personality of the chef as expressed through the cuisine, which like you said, the individuality, the innovation behind it, and obviously very important is consistency across the entire menu and over time. So we're not talking about you having like one good break where you had a good menu and then the next year you can just flop. No, you need to stay consistent over time and your menu needs to be top notch. So like think about a place like Nuri.
Yes.
Brand new steakhouse in Dallas had just opened.
Yes.
$20 million was invested into this restaurant to get it running. And it's supposedly one of the top restaurants being considered for a Michelin star right now.
Did they tell you that when you went?
No, this is just like Dallas talk.
Okay, yeah.
Like think about all that money that was invested, but like does the food match the decor? That's the question, because that's why I got rated.
Wait. Okay.
So wait, what?
No, continue.
Restaurants can submit themselves for consideration.
Okay, this is exactly what I was going to ask.
Yeah, so you can actually submit yourself. And your star rating is actually assessed yearly to ensure that the quality of the product remains. That makes perfect sense. So any inspector that comes to your restaurant is going to be a full-time Michelin employee, and they are expected to travel around the world to eat at restaurants all over.
You're kidding me.
What?
Like
the dream line.
I'm continuously just confused on like how do I get that job, and I'm not even like a food boy like that.
No, for sure. But it's like the purpose of this is it's like you need to ensure that the Michelin star rating transcends all countries, cultures, everything. Like if a Dallas restaurant has a Michelin star, it needs to match the level of what a Michelin star is in Paris. Like the food quality needs to be on par with each other despite the different geographical locations.
Are people losing Michelin stars frequently?
It happens. I actually don't know that stat. We should definitely look that up and circle back on that.
For sure. We'll circle back on that.
We'll circle back, babes.
Oh, there's a hella in DC. Anyway, continue. I'm looking at Michelin star restaurants.
No. There's probably so many in DC. Actually, my parents are going to DC in this upcoming weekend, and they're going to a Michelin star.
Shut up. What restaurant are they going to?
I need to ask them.
Yeah, please do.
Also, by the way, as a consumer of food in Dallas, you can submit a restaurant for a Michelin star. So you formally submit it to the guide, and it will be considered. I don't know what exactly needs to happen for it to be picked for an inspector to go to that restaurant. I'm sure it's multiple submissions, overwhelming press about the spot, but kind of interesting.
Hank's Oyster Bar has a Michelin star?
For sure. It doesn't matter if it's a fine dining experience.
Oh, Rasica? Okay, so then I have... There's Riz. Oh, I've been to... But that's just because I live there. Yeah.
For sure, yeah.
Oh, Tokyo Underground? Yeah, that's a ramen place that's not hole in the wall, but kind of middle of nowhere.
Yeah.